Alrighty. Well. This is a semi-legal plant in Australia. This one here looks like it has a bit of sooty mildew problem. I was allowed to go look at this. Some of you will know what this is if you've been in the US military or even overseas in parts of Africa and the Middle East. You can pick it big time by its red stem there, and of course those who know can pick the leaf as well. But yeah, this one's sort of been neglected. You need a license to even have this stuff in Australia. That's what I mean by it being semi-legal. And I'll show you another photo. This is it here. Obviously it's got quite a bit of mildew. Still got the red stem. Very lucky to be shown this. It's called Khat, K-H-A-T. They grow it mainly in Kenya, or at least they did, for export to Africans in the United Kingdom. If you're of African descent, you can get a license here, and I think I have up to 80 plants. But this is used through the Middle East and even right through to Afghanistan, where they would find Taliban who were chewing this. Jesus, neglected with that sooty mildew. They would find Taliban who's sort of been chewing this, and they'd have something like, a whole mouthful of these leaves. And it's like speed, almost like meth. The Marines realised that they had people that they shot in the chest 7 times with the 9mm handgun, and they would keep going by chewing this stuff. I mean, they'd keep running to them with 7 bullets in them. And this is why a number of the Marines want to get rid of the Beretta 9mm they've got and go back to 45, because they reckon that wouldn't happen with the 45. But, she's powerful stuff, but there's a bit of a kicker to all this. You can see to the left of my hand there some of the larger stems of the plant as well. Going back to the base, it's only like a shrub thing, and it's sort of spread out fairly well. It's not sort of bulk close to the ground. It's more like a small tree. But the kicker with all of this is, after 3 days, it starts to lose its viability, and it's really speaking, the longer you leave it, the worse the viability is. So they used to have to get it from Kenya to the United Kingdom within 3 days before it was banned there. And by a week, it's basically worthless. It's really a time-dependent sort of thing. So you want to pick the freshest stuff you can if you want to use this. Of course, I probably wouldn't be allowed to use it. Obviously, this isn't my plant. And the other thing is, with high blood pressure, you're liable to give yourself a bloody heart attack. But I thought I'd show it because this is an extremely rare plant in this country. And as I said, it's only semi-legal. You go to Africa, this is the stuff they're talking about in Black Hawk Down when they've, had a heap of this. He talks to the other guy who's in the observation chopper, saying, well, it gets to the afternoon and they're all fucked up on Khat, or it's actually said as Khat. I knew somebody who, I think they're retirement age now, I think they're basically a boomer, who lived in Eritrea, which borders Ethiopia, of course, where Black Hawk Down was supposed to be based, and they said it's a real problem there as well. And I remember him saying how it's a real scourge on society having this stuff, because it just, a lot of men get stuck into it. Women generally don't touch it, but men do, and they end up wasting a lot of their day and a lot of their money on this plant sort of thing. I don't know how addictive it is or it isn't, but it's like being on speed apparently. But yeah, very lucky to get a chance to see this stuff, and even though she's a bit neglected, I had to show it to you guys.